Good morning. So happy Monday. We're beginning another week together. So today I want to talk to you about this one thing that I changed that made a huge difference to my nervous system. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Kara Hanks. I am a doc of natural health who has turned spiritual mentor and soul doula. And my passion is helping other women to heal their nervous system and evolve spiritually. And we really work to heal the nervous system on the energetic layer so that the entire rest of your system can respond and align. So let's dive into this one change that I made in my life that truly had this ripple effect and created so much positivity and healthy restoration in every aspect of my life. So I am a recovering workaholic. And for those of you who know me, you know that that is perhaps an understatement, but I used to wake up and immediately get started on my workday. I'd open my laptop, I'd look at my phone, and I would get going right away and work for about an hour or two. And because this is my most productive time of my day, I get up very early and I'm in bed early because my mind and my brain works best in the morning. And so then I learned during an energy session, my favorite energy mentor, spiritual mentor, said to me, "You're frying your nervous system every single day in the morning. So all of the nutrition supplements that you're using, all of the amazing mind-body techniques that you're using, the mindfulness, all of this effort that you're putting in throughout your day to heal your body is being sabotaged by the first hour of your day." And she explained that my spiritual team and her guidance team was showing how my habit of getting up and getting to work early on screens was creating havoc in my life and keeping me stuck and blocking me from being able to heal. And so today I'm going to share with you a little bit about why that actually happens and that is so true, and what I do now for that first hour or two of my day instead. So let's kind of dive in. So when we wake up in the morning, uh, try our body thrives no matter who we are if we take a few minutes to acclimate to waking up, to coming out of that dream state or that sleep state, and then getting into the space where our body receives light through our eyes. And most of us jump out of bed or grab our phone before lifting our head off the pillow and start scrolling through. And so in the morning, as soon as we wake up, we are already producing cortisol naturally so that we can get up and get going and get our day started. And when we pick up that phone, even the act of picking it up and not even looking at the screen yet produces cortisol. When we look at the screen, we have this surge of cortisol. And you might ask, well, why is that harmful? And the truth is that having excess cortisol in our body, that is the stress hormone. So cortisol is helping our body to adapt to what it perceives as stress, whether it's a mental, emotional, or physical stress. And so when we have this surge in cortisol, it immediately puts us into what's called fight or flight, which I'm sure you have heard of by now. But the key is that uh, it actually stays with us all day long. It takes so much effort for us to get out of the fight or flight process that excess cortisol put us in. And so if we take a period of time to prevent that cortisol surge, we can protect our nervous system and our adrenal glands from going into this fight or flight response immediately during the day. And so when we're in that theta space, when we first wake up, we are receiving information, intuitive information. We're still processing, and we're sorting out what happened in the dream time versus what happens in my day to day. And it is that lovely time to be asking ourselves, our heart, our spirit, our inner selves, questions that we maybe don't typically take the time to ponder, or we don't necessarily have the answers to. And so this time in the morning is a great time to be doing that, to be journaling perhaps, or sitting in guided meditation. Because when we don't, we pick up that phone, we go directly into fight or flight. We also are going into a space of blocking that intuition, blocking our creativity, and rising and changing and disrupting the other hormones that are helping to keep us in balance, which is dopamine and serotonin primarily. When we disrupt one hormone, we disrupt the whole cascade. And it may not happen instantly, but it does over time. And so when we see disruptions to the hormones of dopamine and serotonin, that impacts our circadian rhythm. It impacts the melatonin that we're able to naturally produce on our own. That's good for us. It disrupts our mood, our ability to focus, and our ability to concentrate. And so we want to be taking note of this so we can protect that internal clock that naturally works with the natural rhythms of nature. The last thing that I want to talk about is how it impacts our mitochondria. So now that I'm in my 50s, mitochondria is super important to me. And when I was younger, mitochondria was important to me because I loved being at the gym, working out, and being athletic. And then, circumstances brought me away from the gym temporarily. But now, in my 50s, mitochondria is super critical. Why? Well, because it is the powerhouse of the cell. It's the energy that we need to make sure our cells live long and live healthy and have the right information to replicate without damage. And so when we increase the cortisol, when we have that cortisol surge, and stay in fight or flight, there is a much higher risk of damaging our mitochondria and reducing the effectiveness of our mitochondria, which means that we're fatigued, we're bone freaking tired. We end up with adrenal fatigue and a whole onslaught of symptoms. We create hormone imbalance. And so this simple thing of avoiding blue light, and also I have blue light blocking glasses on, which is great. And if I have to look at my phone or I have to look at technology for the first hour or two of my day, then I choose to put these glasses on, and I try to wear them throughout the day as well. But the key is to really set up a time in the morning when you first get up to allow yourself to acclimate to life, to allow yourself to get settled into that theta space a little bit and connect with your creativity, connect with your heart center, and allow your intuition to speak to you, whether that's through body feelings or through pictures and images or words, ideas that pop in. This helps us to overcome that exhaustion, that deep, deep exhaustion. It allows us to live life with greater meaning, and it also promotes health and longevity. Regardless of what your age is, you can experience the damage and the horrific changes on every aspect of our being that blue light can bring, especially in these first hours of our morning. So for me, again, I have adopted a pattern of being able to take that first hour and avoid the blue light at all costs. Um, I typically use that time to pray, to meditate, to um, to just be with my own thoughts, be with myself. And what has happened is miraculous, really, because I had some physical issues that seemingly had no solution. And over the past year, I've been able to go deeper with this and regain a lot of my energy and vitality and really support that mitochondria, which makes me super, super happy, of course. And it's also given me a deeper sense of my purpose and a deeper ability to navigate um, some emotional disruption, right? We're all going to experience emotional challenges in our life. I mean, the world that we live in right now is very chaotic, moving very fast, and there's a lot that is trying to get our attention. And so when I take that hour in my morning to get myself centered, get myself grounded, then I get to be more discerning of what I give my attention to. And this, my friend, is gold. It's huge. So thanks so much for being here. Thanks, Amy. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree about the mobile devices, and thank you so much. I appreciate you. So even if you're watching this later on, let me know what you think, how this hit, and how do you spend the first hour of your morning.